So like I was saying before in the previous video, with my Superman Milo Murphy's Law crossover, this idea is kind of ridiculous, and also does have kind of the same themes as the first story, so I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll just talk about them both in separate videos, because I didn't want to make them too long, and yeah. So as you can see, yeah, Spider-Man in the Loud House. Again, another ridiculous crossover idea, but by God, if you can have Godzilla versus Charles Barkley, yeah, Godzilla vs. Charles Barkley, Archie meets the Punisher, and Archie crosses over with whoever the fuck Archie wants, then by God, I can write a Spider-Man Loud House crossover. Because it's not like, oh, is it like Spider-Man get, all the members of the Loud House family get spider powers, or it's an alternate universe where Lincoln is like Spider-Man's son, or something like that. No, it's not like any of that. The idea I had for this is that the Loud family, to celebrate, it's Lisa who has been offered to come to New York to show off a new invention to a science institute in New York. And while there, Lincoln is so excited because he wants to see Spider-Man. He's hoping to see Spider-Man or the Avengers, because New York is a hot spot for superheroes. So the group get there, and sure enough, one of the first things they see is Spider-Man taking on the entire Sinister Six by himself. Turns out, the Sinister Six had just broken into a S.H.I.E.L.D. lab and have stolen a device that basically holds all the, data and information S.H.I.E.L.D. has gathered on every superhero on the planet. And they intend to use it, of course, against the superheroes, the superhero community, in a very, Tower of Babel-like situation. So, yeah, Spider-Man is there, and he's trying to get it back from the Sinister Six. However, during the fight, Ock doesn't realize he's dropped it, and, of all people, Lenny picks it up, because she thinks the little chip looks neat. So, and also she thinks it's lip gloss, because, well, Lenny is adorably stupid. So Spider-Man later discovers that, hey, those guys, that family has the chips, so I've got to go protect them. So that's what Spider-Man does, and soon enough, Ock also discovers, hey, that dumb, that blonde girl stole my chip, stole our stuff that we rightfully stole. Go get it! And not only that, Ock also puts an APB out for all of Spider-Man's villains. Not just the Sinister Six to go looking for it, but all of Spider-Man's villains to go look for this, object they've stolen. So Spider-Man has to fight all of his rogues gallery from Electro and Ock and the rest of the Sinister Six to a good majority of his lesser villains, like the Kangaroo, the, Boomerang, White Rabbit. He has to take on everybody. He has to take on everybody in this story. You may be thinking to yourself, well, what do the rest of the Loud family do in this situation? What do the Louds do? Well, most of them try to help out with fighting the Spider-Man rogues, but most of the time it's just Spider-Man trying to keep them away from the Louds, who are now under Spider-Man's protection, and he's like, oh God, I don't know what to do. And it's kind of funny, I had this idea that Jameson is like, Spider-Man's kidnapping a whole family, an entire family from Michigan. I knew Spider-Man wasn't a Vikings fan. Ah! So that was kind of the idea, is that Jameson is just trying to rile shit up. And the Loud family is like, Lincoln thinks this is the coolest thing ever, of being able to hang out with Spider-Man. He thinks this is the coolest thing ever, of getting to hang out with Spider-Man, get web slung by him. Some of the other family members, like Lori and a few others, are like, yeah, this is not cool. Also, I had some fun imagery, Lucy encounters, who was it that I had her meet face to face? Mysterio, and she's like, wicked. You'll think it's really wicked, girl, when I turn your mind inside out. You're just making it more cool for me. Oh, be scared of me, damn it! So that's kind of the idea, is that, the Loud family tries to help out. Like, I had this idea where Luna uses her amps to more or less hit a string on her guitar to blast Carnage, because Carnage gets involved here, more or less because Ock gets so desperate he turns Carnage loose to go get what was stolen from him. So when Spider-Man's battling Carnage, Luna helps out by cranking up some big amps and blasting Carnage with the full power of her chords. Another idea I had is that basically Lana finds a way to disassemble or at least damage Vulture's wings and cause him and make him unable to fly, so he can't be airborne to catch up with Spider-Man. So yeah, a few things like that. I also had an idea that Spider-Man, of course, in this is like its own Spider-Man universe. So he is married to Mary Jane, who's like, hey, you're gonna hang out with my helpful spider friend. Yeah, this is totally my friendly neighborhood spider friend. Totally, that's what she is. Yeah, you're gonna hang out with her for a little while I try to figure out what to do here. And you may be thinking, well, why doesn't Spider-Man just take the chip back, and hand it back to S.H.I.E.L.D.? Well, the problem is that, like I said earlier, Lenny thought it was chapstick, thought it was like, makeup, and when they were trying to escape the first time around, Lenny was still trying to apply makeup, and during the ensuing fight as well as escape, she kind of swallowed it. So now Spider-Man's like, when he finds out, you ate it? You ate the thing that Ock wants? Typical me. This is my luck. This is always my luck. Why should I even expect anything less than something like this? Yeah, so Spider-Man has to keep all of them safe because he knows Ock's not going to exactly wait around for it to come out naturally. He's going to reach in there with his tentacles and rip it out. So, there you go, guys. That is pretty much my ridiculous idea for a Spider-Man Loud House crossover. Hope you all enjoyed this, and you guys tell me in the comments below, how would you do a Spider-Man Loud House crossover, and what kind of villains would you want, what kind of story would you want it to be, and what did you think of this one? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.